Well, shit. I never punched in my destination. So, yeah, give me a second here. Sorry. It's not nothing I can't edit out later. I don't know if the mic is on fire anyway. I've been waiting the first 20 seconds just to make sure the mic is working right so I stay connected and not have any problems with it. I got a 40-minute drive. So let's see if I can talk for 40 minutes. Calm down, lady. I got so much going on. I got all kinds of shit beeping. Sheesh. Hey, let's get this party started. It's another edition to My Opinion Shouldn't Matter. And I just got lost in the parking lot. Where am I going? All right, again, my opinion shouldn't matter. Thank you for joining me. As soon as I can figure out where I'm going, I can start talking. There's Mrs. GPS just doesn't know when to stop. She likes to keep repeating herself. Ooh. Man, should I start again? Because whoa, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's edit this part out. Thank you for joining me. My opinion shouldn't matter. My name is Joey FND, and if you don't know what the FND stands for, it's okay. Neither do I sometimes. Like to get lost in it, whatever that means. Guess I can just continue as to where I left off, talking about things I don't even know what I'm talking about. Talk about friendships, skin friendships, or lack thereof friendships. Growing up, I had a good group of friends. At least I like to think I did. I think I still talk to one, just one, friend Danny. He's up in Arlington. He seems to have gotten it together, man. He has his life together. He's doing good. Me, I'm just chugging along day by day. Just happy I wake up. I had another really good friend, and we had reconnected. This was years ago, though. This was a long time ago. I can't even remember now. Don't ask me dates. Don't ask me timelines, because I I can't remember, and I'll screw it up, and I'll just make someone bad because they're like, "How dare you not remember? How dare you?" Or "How this?" or "How that?" Whatever. Shut up. Not trying to. You can't get mad at me for not remembering bullshit. And it is bullshit because I don't sit and dwell on things that happened. Now, do I miss? Yeah. Oh, got here. Yeah. Shit. I didn't see that coming. Now let me in. Yeah, they're gonna let me in. They are awesome. His name was Mike. And man, we were childhood friends. Oh man, he lived on the next block. Grew up together. Kindergarten, I all the way up until when I moved. And Mr. Bonda, Mike, ended up moving to Texas. I don't know when he moved. I just know he did. Because we reconnected. And he would show up at the house randomly. And I'm not going to sit here and say we were best of friends again, but it was nice that now, am I dumb? Or am I blind? Or did I have to worry about myself? Because at that time in my life, I was going through a difficult time myself with health issues and so forth. And Mikey liked to drink. And what I didn't know was that his liver was going bad, I believe. Liver, kidneys, oh fuck, it all went wrong towards the end. And he knew I was sick. I mean, he knew I was kind of going through it. I talked about it. And he never told me anything about it. Either way, we still reconnected. We hung out from time to time, which was a breath of fresh air because I had lost a lot of the other friendships I had made here in this city. I would like to think I had a great group of guys that were friends. And everybody, of course, just went their separate ways or whatnot. Some good times, good memories. I still communicate with a couple of them. I've mentioned one before, my barber, Sebastian. Details Barbershop, shout out. Don't try to show up, make an appointment. I Yeah, he got worse. And then he died. That was rough. You know, at that time in my life, I just met 2.0. Well, I mean, we knew each other, but I believe we just started dating somewhere around that time. But she knew because I know because I was only doing Uber at the time in my little Nissan Juke. Uh, I miss that car. It was a fun little car. And me and Mike were, talking about restarting the clothing brand. He was all into it. He was excited. He had some wild ideas that I'm sure I would never use because Jesus Christ, they were out there. He wanted to make underwear. And for the elephant, because that's the logo for the elephant trunk, a man's trunk. And he wanted to put two ears with Velcro to where you would unstick the Velcro and hold the ears out, and then you can dance around. Like, oh my God, he had fucking ideas. It was funny. A little out there, but yeah, I was like, who are we marketing that to? I mean, I'm sure there's a small market, so if we can get it made, that'd be awesome. That'd be funny. He had a lot of cousins, family. I was kept up with them on social media as best that I could. I don't think social media was meant for people my age. Get distracted too easy and get lost in it. I'm a, I can't say I'm gonna sit here and tell you I'm a outdoorsy person or anything like that. I mean, I don't feel like I am, but not built for this. Mind you, I doom scroll at night. I do. It's mostly though while I'm When I'm gaming with the boys. I miss that guy. Towards the end of it, rough on his parents, it was rough on his cousins, Not much you can do for someone who doesn't want to change, though. If you know your situation, you know you're not doing well, and you know you're having health issues, I'm sorry, but we are not here to pick up your pieces. You need to make that humbling decision to get yourself right. Nobody can blame anyone. The only person that's to blame is the person looking in the mirror right back at you. That's how I got on this journey I'm on now. I think I'm still on this journey. Well, hell, I don't think I'm ever going to get off this journey. Every day is about bettering myself. Now, mind you, I do need to exercise more. I got to find this energy. It's lost. It's lost. Man, I was riding my bicycle. I was doing a bunch of stuff 6 years ago. I was on fire. I have no idea where all that went. Now, is it age? Maybe. Could be age. I don't want to say I'm that old, man. I don't feel looking in the mirror. Well, never mind. I'm ugly. I don't feel like I remember being a little kid and looking at my folks. I mean, even watching like the television programs, I remember someone saying that, and this is showing my age, but it's probably before my time, but like Sanford and Son, watching that with my dad, and Archie Bunker. I forget the name of that show, but Archie and Sanford were late 40s in those shows, I believe. I'm 51. Don't, yeah, I got gray in my beard and everything, but you know what? Hey, so what? Oh, I think I went the wrong way. I'm still good. Traffic is going to be murder. Getting out to where I'm going. I need to go clean up a situation someone left. At least it's work. You know, slow. I think it's slow for everyone. So I got to stay vigilant in my attempt to remain employed with this company. Uh, yeah, I think I was the last one hired. No, wait, Zach was, but Zach's in Austin. So I got him hired. Thank God. I like Zach. He's a good guy. He never told me that he was I think he knew he needed a transplant, but I think if he would have just changed, he drank too much, a life of I wonder, he was older than me, so but not by much. But I wonder if he had given up. I don't want to say that. I don't believe people would give up that young, but people give up on hope and dreams and a lifestyle that you don't have, just trying to figure out your way. And if you can't talk, if you can't communicate with people, if you can't express what is going on inside yourself, that demon will eat you. That demon eat you alive. And been there. You know, the depression. Excuse me. The depression that I went through, man. Part of that and fixing that just goes along with health to where I'm at today, and we'll save that. See what happens tomorrow. But growing up with a group of guys that I grew up with, it's great. Well, he passed, and I want to say this is like a storybook story, and I'll probably screw it up, so nobody get mad at me. He wanted to go home, which was to Michigan, and I'm thinking he wanted to go marry his kid's mother before he passed. And I believe the doctors told him, this is what Mr. Bonda told me, I believe, that if he couldn't walk to the actual plane, that he wouldn't let him go. And he willed himself to it, even though, I mean, I would go see him every day in the hospital. He would ask me to pray with him. And I guess when you're on your deathbed, that you find, some sort of spiritual thing to hold on to. He did tell me he didn't want to go. No one wants to go, but you can't start having regrets now of what your past, of what of what you didn't do, or it doesn't work like that. And I really hate to use that one as an example for anyone else that wakes up in the morning and something's wrong with you. Don't expect your significant other, whether it be wife or husband, or your mother or father or sister, brother, or friends, don't expect them to come to the rescue and be like, well, hey, you should have helped me. No, fuck you. No. When you're brushing your teeth, who are you looking at? That's who you hold accountable for your transgressions or your lack thereof ability to change. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it, I'm not perfect. Shit, got a couple tacos sitting to me right now. Shouldn't even be eating tacos. But I like tacos. We more friends that I had growing when I got here at 18. There's a group of guys that we hung out with, and lost some along the way. A couple of them. I'm grateful that I'm still close with my cousins, and actually, I do need to call my cousin. Happy birthday, Pete! And if you know Pete, then you know what day it is. Trying to get away from doing dates and days and stuff on these things, because if they're not, the news or anything doesn't coincide. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, figuring this out, people. Give me a break. I don't mind this microphone because I don't have much I can compare it to. So if I sound bad, that's just how I sound. I sound bad. I don't like the sound of my own voice, but lately I've gotten used to it. I have I've had to listen to myself more than I have wanted to listen to myself because I have to edit this thing. Yeah, the group of guys that I in there, let's see, there's a few of them. I don't know. We had some good times. I don't even want to get into that now. Now I'm just going to move on. Just talk about now, at my age. I don't think I could call myself a barfly because I don't go to the bar as much as I used to. I honestly think that if 2.0 didn't work at one, probably wouldn't be there as much. And we'd probably have a better time going out if she didn't work at one. That is her particular career of choice at the moment. So see what happens. It's not a very good business at the moment. The generation behind us don't drink like we drink. They don't drink at all like we drink. So, you know, you gotta move with the times. I think as a bar, smaller, less rent, more elder, catered to the generation that drinks alcohol. Because these younger kids, younger adults, they don't drink as much. They're not going to the bar. Yeah, I don't have many people that I talk to right now. I do like that me and Danny can just kind of pick up where we left off, or I can always just shoot him a message. He's very inspiring. He's got a he's got a lot on his plate, of course, but I'm sure he's enjoying life. He's very successful, so I don't like to bother him, even though I don't think he would ever say I'm bothering him. I think he enjoys hearing from me also. You know, I would like to think that. You know, uh, apart from that, there's a few bar people I would consider friends. Pinkston being one of them. No. 2.0 has this thing. I end up meeting people, and sometimes it's while I'm under the influence because and so I don't remember them, and I don't want people to get offended by that because I don't remember a lot of people. So if I don't constantly see you or hear from you, or not so much hear from you, or just visually see you and introduce your name again, certain guys do stick with me though. Their names stick with me. Like this guy from last weekend, last Friday. His name's Brian. He's a good chap. You know, well, as far as I know, he's a good chap. I don't fucking know him, but yeah, 2.0 has this thing where she's like, "Hey, you know, this guy, he's by himself, kind of wants to play pool, but he doesn't have anyone to play with. Just can you talk to him and hang out with him?" She always does that to me. She goes, "Hey, come meet this guy." She's constantly having me go meet guys that are now, mind you, I have met a great group of guys like this. I really have. And I'm not saying we're all best friends and gonna hang around at a campfire and sing kumbaya or anything, but I have found one thing in common with a lot of them is they all just seem to want to or need to talk or possibly even vent. Not a lot of people can vent and just talk. And I'm learning. I would like to say I'm good at it because my normal voice when I get excited, it almost seems angry, and I don't like coming across like that. But I have this 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 tone where I'm agitated, and I'm not. But it's just where it comes off. 2.0 calls me grumpy old man. I got this grumpy voice. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't, not sure how. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure how, but we all just need to vent and talk. And what I am grateful that I have that most gentlemen don't have, and whether they can or can't, I don't know, is guys that I do talk to almost every day are the guys that I game with. And I will go back to this because you'll hear me talk about this a lot. I enjoy gaming. I My game of choice at the moment is Battlefield 6. Yeah. And I don't think we play it much of the game because we're not particularly great at it. Don't get me wrong, we gotten a few dubs here and there, but last night was murder. Like, call the coroner. Yeah, it didn't go well last night. I don't know what was going on, but it didn't go well at all. But at least we all were on. So I'll call these gentlemen by their tags and whatnot. So he had to travel for work, so he'll be out of pocket for the next 3 to 4 days. I think. I think it's for the week, or I think he's coming back earlier in the week, so he might be on this weekend. Ace Matic, that's my guy. Talk a lot. I met Ace years ago with Frankie Bones because that's his older brother. I talk to Ace more now, and Recon and Divine. Now I don't get to play with him more than not. I met Recon, I want to say recently through Divine. That's his friend, relative, something, I'm not sure. Uh, but Divine, I've known. Now, people would think, oh, these are the guys you met online. How do you know them or this and this and that? I go, well, mind you, now you have to understand with the inception of what we started with, going all the way back to PlayStation 2, when you'd have to buy the network adapter. And the game of choice at that time was SOCOM 2. SOCOM and SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs. Now, I started gaming because at that time, talking to my cousins was, we didn't talk much. They still had, we still had to pay for minutes, damn it. And it was a long distance call. They were in Michigan, I was here. And so these guys started playing, and apparently they played with a bunch of guys here in the city. From all the way over there, they met a bunch of guys that are fun. Now I know I have a few of them still on my friends list, but not a lot of. So I got set up. Right there. And there's a headset at the time where you could push a button and talk. So it was like hanging out with my cousins from the north and not having to pay long distance. It'd be like, and that's what it became. And honestly, that's where I met like guys like Veterano, Lead Enema, Predator. And now the guys that I mentioned, I still talk to them every so often. So if you're talking over 20 years. But the one thing I like about this little small group of guys, it's not about gaming. Every once in a while, we all vent. We talk. You know why? We got no one else to talk to. I've gotten after 2.0 before. Well, I don't want to say gotten after her, but we went through it a while back, and I told her, when's the last time you asked me if I'm okay? When's the last time you asked me how am I feeling? That'll really put perspective if they care. That's the thing. Because you'll find out right then and there whether or not they care to even think about how you're doing or even think about the things that you do. Nobody thanks you. Come home to a fresh cut lawn. There's no, wow, babe, thank you for cutting the grass. Yeah, okay. Fuck out of here. These are things we're supposed to do no matter what. Thankless job being a man. You've heard people talk about this online recently and how, oh, men are waking up. They're not waking up. We've always been like this. Now it's just that we don't care. You give two fucks now. I think the generation is not the generation behind us. It's not that they don't care or they're waking up. I think it's just there's more opportunity exposed to them at a younger age that now it's more acceptable to leave, venture out, be single, go to different countries and just hang out. Because growing up, that I don't even remember that being an option. I just don't. Mind you, maybe I was small-minded. Maybe I just didn't know. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. And as the show is called, my opinion shouldn't matter. So don't get your feelings hurt. Just take what you will from this. I was showing Cassie the edit. Said her name. I have to edit that. I was showing 2.0. Whatever, you're gonna learn her name. Her name's Cassie. I was showing her the other day, and she was like, she hasn't given it a listen, and she's like, "Well, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm not talking about anything. I'm just talking. I'm just talking like as if I was on the phone with someone listening. And if I talk about the same things, sorry." Those are my friendships now, though. Now, like I said, I do have some barflies that I consider friends, and we'll try to meet up every so often. Football season's coming, and there's a great group of guys that I talk to on Sundays, but it's not really nothing. We try to venture out, but we had in the past, and nothing ever stuck. Oh, with people. I remember we went to dinner with a couple that actually just made us never want to go to a dinner. It's so terrible. I'm not even gonna say their names, but it was so bad that it was like, why are we hanging out? Like, this isn't us. Like, it's late. It's time to go home. Because, yeah, that was an interesting perspective that we are just built different, being 2.0. I don't, I'm not going to sit here and say how we're built different. We're not special in any way. I just think I have found in her that I'm okay with just that. And I think that's what it's all about in a relationship. That's enough. Now, like I said, it's got to be something or someone or some people that you can talk to or communicate with to be able to vent. A lot of guys don't do that. They just happy hour, get a really good drunk buzz, and then go home to whatever is going on there. And then, or some guys just end it. They got no one to talk to. I got a couple of those guys that I was just talking to 3, 4, 5 days at the bar, smiling. Everything's great. 3 days later, they blow their head off with a shotgun. I got guys who never even knew that they had health issues, to hanging out with them a couple weeks before, taking pictures, to 2.0 running into them on a Friday. They end up having a heart attack and dying on a Saturday. Yeah, don't take life for granted. You never know when the things, you know what you're going to end up with. I'm going to leave that at that because I'll move on. This GPS is killing me. Let me turn. I, uh, I'm coming up to, excuse me, I'm coming up to my site, so I'm not sure where I'm at. A lot of this stuff I could probably talk to at another date, but you guys have a wonderful day. And I hope I didn't bring the mood down. I think I might be back on this thing later on. Peace out.